Have you ever stopped to think about how animals can be intelligent, creative, and ingenious when it comes to building? We often tend to believe that only humans are capable of creating complex and impressive structures, but the truth is, the natural world is also full of incredible architects. On this planet, countless animal species, with modest brains and limited tools, manage to make the most of the resources nature provides. From twigs and dry leaves, to mud, sand, and silk, to build structures that are not only visually stunning, but also incredibly efficient from a biological and engineering perspective. It is precisely because of the curiosity and admiration we feel for the innate talent of the animal kingdom that we have prepared a list of the most surprising and unexpected constructions ever created by creatures on this planet. Join us in today's video to discover 20 amazing structures built by animals in nature, a place where creativity knows no bounds, and the instinct for survival blends with innovation, giving rise to true masterpieces of the natural world. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Cape Weaver Bird. The Cape Weaver bird, a unique species from Africa, stands out for its intelligent nest-building strategy to protect its eggs and chicks from predators. They construct spherical nests using spider silk and fibers from various plants, creating a strong and durable structure. Their nests have two very special entrances: a real entrance used by the parents to enter and exit discreetly, a false entrance, which appears to be the main one, but is actually a trap. This false entrance leads snakes and other predators to a lethal chamber inside the nest, where they become trapped and unable to harm the eggs or chicks. Thanks to this ingenious design, the Cape Weaver bird effectively protects its offspring in a dangerous environment. Number 2. Cicada spittle cicadas spend most of their lives in the larval stage. It is precisely during this stage that they create truly impressive structures, almost like nature's 3D printers. They build a larval cocoon composed of an outer mesh layer and a hardened inner layer. Amazingly, these larvae can secrete a type of silk through their salivary glands. Using this silk, they weave complex and durable structures. The cocoon building process is carried out with great skill and precision, demonstrating the admirable natural creativity of these small insects. Spittlebugs are undoubtedly some of the most talented craftsmen in the animal kingdom, using available materials and a unique technique to create a shelter that protects them during the most critical stage of their development. But the wonders of spittlebugs don't stop there. Their larval cocoons are not just random shelters. They are meticulously designed to provide protection, ventilation, and even humidity control. The outer mesh layer, made of interwoven silk threads, allows free air circulation, preventing fungal growth and ensuring the developing cicada remains healthy inside. The hardened inner layer serves as a strong barrier against predators such as ants or parasitic wasps that might try to invade the cocoon and harm the vulnerable larvae. Interestingly, the silk produced by spittlebugs is different from that of other insects, like spiders or moths. It has a unique composition that gives it elasticity and strength, allowing larvae to create intricate patterns without risk of the structure collapsing. Scientists have even studied this silk to explore potential applications in biotechnology, as its properties could inspire new materials for human use. The construction process itself is a marvel to observe. With slow, deliberate movements, the larvae use their small appendages to guide the silk threads, layering them carefully to achieve a perfect balance between flexibility and rigidity. It often takes several days for a larva to complete its cocoon, during which it works continuously, driven by instinct and the urgent need to secure its transformation site. Spittlebugs also demonstrate remarkable adaptability. Depending on the surrounding environment, they can adjust the cocoon's thickness or mesh density to better withstand local conditions. For example, in drier regions, they may weave tighter layers to retain moisture, while in more humid areas, they may leave larger gaps to improve airflow. Another fascinating aspect is how these cocoons contribute to the environment. After the cicadas emerge as adults, the abandoned cocoons naturally decompose, enriching the soil with organic material. In this way, the cicada's life cycle plays a small but important role in maintaining ecosystem health. Finally, beyond their physical structures, cicadas have always fascinated humans with their mysterious life cycles, often spending years underground before emerging in synchronized swarms. Their larval cocoons are just part of a larger story, highlighting the extraordinary strategies these insects have evolved to survive, grow, and thrive in different landscapes. Number 3. Leaf rollers. Leaf rollers, small insects belonging to the order Lepidoptera with over 2,000 different species, are known for their habit of rolling plant leaves to create nests where they lay their eggs. This behavior is primarily carried out by females who skillfully cut a section of the leaf, deposit their eggs inside, and then roll it up, giving it a shape similar to a small cigar. When the larvae hatch, they feed and grow inside this rolled leaf until they complete their metamorphosis. Although this behavior is fascinating and demonstrates the leaf roller's unique survival skills, in some cases they are considered agricultural pests because rolling and feeding on leaves and fruits can cause significant damage, affecting crop production and quality. For this reason, leaf rollers are targeted for control in many agricultural areas to protect crops. However, this unique survival strategy also makes them a fascinating part of the diverse insect world. Number 4. Puffer fish. Now, let's leave the land and explore the ocean floor, where magnificent structures created by puffer fish can be found. True artists of nature, these fish demonstrate intelligence and creativity in every detail. Some species of puffer fish in Japan have the extraordinary ability to construct complex geometric patterns on the seabed. They use their mouths and fins to sculpt unique patterns and even decorate their creations with shells and small stones. Males may spend entire days perfecting concentric circles in the sediment, meticulously organizing them to attract females. After mating, the female chooses the center of the circle to lay her egg, where they remain protected within this intricate design. The structure serves not only as shelter, but also as a clear testament to the organizational skills and survival instincts of this small fish in the vast ocean. This ability and creativity make the pufferfish a true artist of the sea. In addition to their remarkable architectural skills, these pufferfish show extraordinary dedication to their work. The construction process involves not only shaping the sand, but also carefully selecting and positioning shells and pebbles along the outer edges of the circles, creating a striking contrast that draws the attention of potential mates. These decorations are not merely aesthetic, they help stabilize the structure against ocean currents, preventing the delicate patterns from being eroded or washed away. The precision with which pufferfish organize these elements reveals an innate understanding of both art and engineering principles, making their nests some of the most sophisticated underwater structures built by animals. Even more fascinating is the size of these creations. Some nests can exceed 2 meters in diameter, an impressive feat considering the fish are often less than 15 centimeters long. To maintain and construct such large-scale projects, the male swims tirelessly back and forth, removing debris and smoothing the sediment, working diligently for days on end. This level of perseverance and focus demonstrates a behavioral complexity rarely attributed to fish. Scientists believe the intricate design serves not only to attract females, but also as a signal of the male's fitness and capability as a mate. The better the structure, the higher the chances of reproductive success. Indeed, observations suggest that females tend to choose partners whose nests display more elaborate and symmetrical patterns, indicating that artistic skill plays a direct role in natural selection. Interestingly, once the eggs hatch and the young puffer fish leave the nest, the circular patterns begin to disappear as currents and marine organisms gradually reclaim the seabed. This ephemeral nature of the puffer fish's work adds a poetic dimension to their creations, highlighting the transient beauty of life under the waves. These extraordinary nests were only discovered in the mid-1990s, when Japanese divers came across these geometric marvels. Initially, they were thought to be natural formations caused by underwater currents, but later studies revealed the puffer fish as the true architect. This revelation sparked widespread interest in marine biology, inspiring documentaries and research focused on animal behavior, mating rituals, and environmental adaptations. Ultimately, the pufferfish's ability to combine creativity, engineering, and survival instinct reminds us of the endless wonders hidden in the ocean depths. Their nests are true living masterpieces, testaments to nature's ingenuity and life's continuous drive to adapt, create, and flourish in the most unexpected places. Number 5. Bald eagle. The bald eagle, an iconic symbol of the United States, impresses not only with its beauty and strength, but also with its ability to build enormous and sturdy nests. With sharp eyesight, it can spot prey from great distances, and its powerful talons make it a top predator. Bald eagles primarily hunt fish, but can also prey on other animals or scavenge carcasses when necessary. When building their nests, pairs choose the ideal location together, often on mountain slopes or in tall, old trees where they are safe and have a wide field of vision. They use large branches and twigs to create a sturdy outer structure, while the interior is lined with leaves and soft materials, providing comfort for eggs and chicks. Bald eagle nests can be used for many years, being expanded each breeding season. Over time, the nests become larger and stronger, providing enough space for the eagles to lay eggs, incubate them, and raise their young safely against external threats. This is a true testament to the intelligence and hard work of this magnificent bird in protecting its future generation. Number 6. Fire ant. No one can deny that ants are among the most talented architects in the animal kingdom. They build impressive anthills and complex structures. But have you ever wondered how these small insects survive massive floods? The answer lies in ant rafts, one of nature's most intelligent and unique adaptations. When the rainy season arrives and water levels rise, some ant species, such as fire ants, interlink their bodies using jaws and legs to form a floating raft composed of thousands of individuals. They connect their legs and jaws into a strong network that keeps the entire raft afloat, functioning as a living boat. Each ant's ability to repel water is already impressive, but when combined, this skill multiplies, ensuring the floating raft remains safe. At the center of the raft, the queen, along with larvae and pupae, stays protected from water and predators. Worker ants form the base of the raft, maintaining balance and supporting the weight. Surprisingly, they also take turns moving so that none become too tired or remain too long in the water, keeping the colony alive even in the harshest conditions. This is a wonderful example of cooperation and extraordinary adaptability in nature. Number 7. Wasp. Although bees are known as talented architects in the insect world, wasps are not far behind when it comes to nest building skills and complex social organization. Often seen as the malevolent relatives of bees, wasps have sophisticated social structures and build incredibly impressive nests. Their nests can vary greatly in size, shape, and location depending on the species. Some species build only small nests with a few dozen individuals, while others form enormous colonies with thousands of members in structures that can exceed 1 meter in diameter. Most wasp nests are found in familiar locations, such as tree branches, roof eaves, or natural cavities in the ground. However, some species choose quite unexpected and unusual places for their nests, such as old furniture or abandoned cars. For this reason, these nests sometimes need to be removed to ensure human safety. Nest removal is usually done using fumigators, as the smoke can reduce their aggressiveness by interrupting the chemical signals they use to communicate. But in many cases, when the nest is too large and smoke does not work, people are forced to confront the colony directly. The sound of wasps striking protective gear in these moments demonstrates the ferocity and danger of the attack, sending shivers and creating a fear that many find hard to forget. Number 8. Rufous hornero. This bird species stands out for its ability to build incredibly strong and durable nests. It is found in many regions of South America and is famous for using mud as the main construction material. Their nests have a solid base and thick walls made from a mixture of mud, plant fibers, grass, feathers, and other materials that enhance durability. The construction process can take several weeks, during which the bird pair works tirelessly, carrying small bits of mud and using their beaks and feet to shape the nest. The result is a very resilient nest, capable of withstanding heavy rain, strong winds, and extreme weather conditions without damage. This is a true testament to the dedication and skill of this bird. In addition to their impressive building skills, Rufous horneros are known for the distinctive shape of their nests. Often described as ovens, these nests resemble small, rounded clay ovens, which is why the bird is sometimes called the oven bird. This unique shape is not only visually striking, but also highly functional. The dome-shaped structure helps regulate the internal temperature of the nest, providing a warm and safe environment for eggs and chicks, even during cold nights or rainy days. The materials used in construction are carefully selected. Mud is mixed with grass and plant fibers, acting as natural reinforcement, similar to the use of steel and concrete by humans. This combination allows the nest to harden and become almost as strong as bricks once dried in the sun. Feathers found in the walls provide insulation, keeping the interior cozy and protected from temperature fluctuations. The construction process is a remarkable display of teamwork and perseverance. Both the male and female participate actively, often seen working side by side, flying back and forth with beaks full of mud. Their movements are precise and rhythmic, as if following an invisible blueprint passed down from generation to generation. It is said that the hornero's dedication to nest building is so intense that sometimes the birds spend years repairing or expanding their nests, keeping them as their permanent home. These nests serve not only as breeding sites, but often become landmarks in the environment. Bird watchers and locals recognize a hornero nest as a symbol of hard work and resilience. Indeed, in some South American cultures, the Rufous hornero is seen as a symbol of home, family, and protection, embodying values that resonate deeply with human communities. Interestingly, the nests are sometimes reused by other bird species after the horneros move out, demonstrating their structural durability. Over time, these nests can become quite large and complex, incorporating multiple chambers and entrances. Their durability is so remarkable that some hornero nests built decades ago still stand, testifying to the lasting legacy of these small architects. Ultimately, the Rufous hornero's nest building skill reminds us of the incredible ingenuity present in nature. Through instinct, skill, and cooperation, these birds create shelters that not only protect their young, but also inspire admiration and respect. Watching a hornero build its nest is like witnessing a master artisan in action, a living example of how even the smallest creatures can achieve great feats. Number 9. Compass spider. The compass spider is a species endemic to Australia, known for building webs with a unique vertical blade-like structure that can reach up to 4 meters in height. Remarkably, these webs are oriented along the north-south axis, functioning as a giant natural compass. The shape and positioning of the web are not only impressive in size, but also very useful for regulating internal temperature. During the hottest hours of the day, only a small part of the web is exposed to direct sunlight, preventing overheating. At night and in the early morning, lower temperatures allow the spiders to move freely within the structure without being affected by intense heat. What fascinates scientists is how these spiders know to orient their webs from north to south. Evidence suggests that the Earth's magnetic field acts as a compass, guiding the spiders during construction. However, the mechanism by which spiders sense this magnetic field remains a mystery that is not yet fully understood. Number 10. Trapdoor spider. The trapdoor spider is an impressive testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the insect world. This spider digs a vertical burrow 20 to 30 centimeters deep into the ground, which is then lined with soft silk to create a safe shelter. Remarkably, it creates an ingenious circular lid made of silk and leaves that fits perfectly over the burrow entrance, like a closed secret door. This structure is not just a burrow, but also a perfect trap, where the spider waits until an unsuspecting prey touches the silk thread stretched around the trap. Upon detecting the vibration, the spider quickly attacks to capture its prey. The trapdoor spider's hunting tactic, though simple, is extremely effective, demonstrating its intelligence and excellent hunting instinct in nature. It is a prime example of how insects use their building skills to survive and thrive. Number 11. Tailor bird. Now let's discover a very special bird species with an incredible ability to sew its own nest. Yes, we are talking about the Tailor bird, famous worldwide for its unique nest building technique, unlike any other bird species. It all starts when the male selects the ideal site and the most suitable leaves for the nest. He then uses plant fibers or spider silk as sewing thread and his beak as a needle to pierce and join the edges of the leaves. Once sewn, the nest is lined with feathers and other soft materials, creating a warm and safe space for the eggs. Remarkably, both male and female take turns caring for and incubating the eggs in this meticulously constructed nest. The Tailor bird's skill and intelligence make it a true artisan of the natural world. Number 12. Caddisfly larvae. Returning to the insect world, let's explore the tiny aquatic artists, Caddisfly larvae. Measuring only about 25 mm in length, they are perhaps the smallest artisans on Earth. These tiny creatures live in aquatic environments and use a special sticky silk secreted from their mouths to construct a protective shell from natural materials available, such as leaves, stones, shells, and other debris. This armor not only protects the larvae from predators, but is also a complex structure that demonstrates nature's creativity. Inspired by this, French artist Hubert Duprat had a unique idea. He placed these larvae in containers filled with precious stones such as gold, rubies, diamonds, sapphires, and other gems. The result was true living works of art created by the larvae themselves, with surprising beauty and aesthetic sense. A wonderful and fascinating discovery indeed. Number 13. Indian mound ants. Indian mound ants are a species found mainly in the arid and semi-arid regions of Asia. Known for their exceptional organization and task division, they are considered experts at collecting and storing seeds, an activity that not only sustains the colony's food supply, but also contributes positively to the ecological balance of the surrounding environment. The nests of these ants are built underground, with a system of separate chambers, each serving a specific function, such as storing seeds, caring for larvae, or housing the queen. Remarkably, these ants build nest entrances with a very unique structure. From above, the entrance looks like an intricate maze, with concentric circular walls surrounding it. This design not only prevents rainwater from entering the nest, protecting it from natural damage, but also serves as an effective defense against predators, making the nest very difficult to invade. Indian mound ants are, indeed, an impressive testament to the intelligence and creativity of nature in adaptation and survival. Number 14. European honeybee. The European honeybee is what most people think of when considering honey-producing bees. Like many other bee species, they build hives to shelter themselves and raise their young. The honeycomb consists of a series of wax cells in a perfect hexagonal shape, a structure that is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also extremely scientific and efficient. Each cell is used to incubate eggs, store honey and pollen, and forms a circulation system for the entire colony. The hexagonal shape is considered one of the most optimized in nature, as it maximizes space and the use of wax produced by the bees, allowing them to store as much food as possible while minimizing the amount of wax and the overall size of the hive. It is the result of millions of years of evolution, making the honeycomb not just a shelter, but a true masterpiece of natural engineering. The honeycomb's design has inspired engineers to optimize materials and space usage in construction and modern industry, making it not only the home of honey-producing bees, but also a perfect example of nature's creative perfection. Number 16. Beavers are considered the engineers of nature and are found mainly in North America and Europe. They build dams using materials available in their environment, such as branches, mud, and stones. These dams not only control the flow of water, but also create large artificial ponds that become safe habitats for the entire beaver colony, helping them avoid predators and protect their homes. What is fascinating is that beavers use their sharp teeth as true tools to fell trees, which they then drag to the dam construction site. With skill, they seal gaps with mud and stones to prevent leaks, raising the water level and creating an environment suitable for building their lodge. The lodge serves not only as a refuge, but also as the place where beavers care for and raise their young. Beaver dams are important not only for the species itself, but also create a new ecosystem that affects many other species in the region. However, when some dams become too large, they can negatively impact the surrounding environment, requiring human intervention to regulate or remove them to protect ecological balance. Number 17. Sociable weaver. Continuing our list of talented animal architects, we have a unique bird known locally as the sociable weaver. This bird lives mainly in the arid and semi-arid regions of South Africa and is famous for building some of the largest and most complex nests in the natural world. The fascinating thing is that these nests are not built for a single individual. They function as communal homes, like an apartment building in the sky, capable of housing dozens or even hundreds of individuals at the same time. Unlike most birds, which usually build nests individually, sociable weavers collaborate in groups, showing incredible coordination and an admirable community spirit. Their nests are usually built in sturdy trees or even large utility poles. The exterior is reinforced with thorny branches and thicker materials to keep predators, such as snakes, away. The interior is designed to provide natural insulation, keeping the air cool during the day and warm at night, a perfect construction in the heart of nature. Number 18. Water spider. When we think of spiders, most people immediately think of fear, eight-legged creatures with strange appearances and incredible web-weaving abilities. However, if we put fear aside and observe closely, we see that some spider species have survival skills so unique that even scientists are amazed. An example is the water spider, one of the few invertebrates that live underwater. It has an incredible ability to adapt to its specific habitat. It traps an air bubble around its body thanks to hydrophobic hairs, dives beneath the water surface, and uses its own silk to weave a special structure called a diving bell attached to plants or submerged objects. This shelter serves not only as a resting nest, but also as a base for hunting prey and storing oxygen. The spider only needs to surface when it needs more air. Otherwise, it can live long periods underwater, a true feat of nature. Number 19. Baya weaver. Nature's master craftsman in the bird world, the Baya weaver stands out as a true artisan with extraordinary nest-building skills. This species is found mainly in South and Southeast Asia, where it uses long strips of grass, palm leaves, and plant fibers to create intricately shaped pouch-like nests. Baya weaver nests are usually built at the ends of tree branches, often over water to avoid terrestrial predators. The nest entrance faces downward, a small but highly effective detail to keep rain and intruders away. The most fascinating part is that nest construction is quite elaborate and takes several weeks, with most of the work done by the male as a display to attract a mate. If the female accepts, they finish the nest together. These nests are not only structurally solid, but also uniquely beautiful and are considered some of the most extraordinary constructions in the animal kingdom. Number 20. Weaver ants, the master seamstresses of the insect world. Introduction and overview. Weaver ants, scientifically known as Echophylla smaragdina, are a true example of natural ingenuity. Found mainly in the tropical forests of Asia and Australia, these tiny creatures differ drastically from common ants. While many species build their nests on the ground or among roots, weaver ants prefer to live in the treetops, transforming living leaves into true architectural works. What is most impressive is how they construct their nests. Instead of collecting inert materials like twigs or mud, these ants use living leaves, preserving the tree's health and integrating their homes directly into the ecosystem. This technique is not only adaptive, it demonstrates social coordination and collective intelligence that fascinates scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. The construction process and use of larvae. The most fascinating aspect of weaver ants is how they build their nests. Unlike other insects that use simple materials, these ants adopt an almost artisanal approach. Leaf selection. Adult ants choose healthy, flexible leaves that are still alive on the trees. The placement of the leaves is strategic, ensuring that the final nest is suspended and secure. Using larvae as a sewing tool, here lies the real secret. The larvae of these ants produce silk. Adults carefully hold the larvae and pass them back and forth between the leaves that need to be joined. The larvae release silk threads, which act as a natural sewing thread, stitching the leaves. Gradually, the leaves are stitched together to form a strong suspended nest. This technique allows the nest to be flexible enough to withstand wind and rain, yet strong enough to protect the colony from predators. Social coordination. The entire construction is done collectively, with dozens or even hundreds of adult ants collaborating. This coordination demonstrates a complex social organization reminiscent of small natural engineering teams. The final result is breathtaking, a suspended nest that looks hand-woven, lightweight, safe, and incredibly functional. Ecological advantages and survival strategies. Suspended weaver ant nests are not just masterpieces of natural engineering, they offer essential strategic advantages for the colony's survival. Protection from predators. Being high in the trees keeps the colony away from invading ants, frogs, lizards, and other terrestrial predators. The nest's height and strength make attacks difficult, making treetop life safer. Weather resistance. Silk produced by the larvae holds the leaves together flexibly and robustly, allowing the nest to withstand strong winds, rain, and even tropical storms without falling apart. Temperature and humidity control. The suspended nest provides natural ventilation, preventing excessive heat or moisture buildup that could harm the colony. This natural regulation creates a stable environment for eggs, larvae, and pupae. Food collection efficiency. Being in the treetops allows easy access to nectar, small insects, and leaves. The elevated position also facilitates observation of potential food sources, functioning as a natural lookout tower. Social cooperation and collective learning. The construction process strengthens social bonds and colony coordination. Younger ants learn from older ones, ensuring that knowledge about nest building and maintenance is passed down through generations. Evolutionary adaptation. This behavior is a clear example of behavioral evolution, showing how species can develop sophisticated techniques to cope with environmental challenges. In short, weaver ants not only create amazing nests, but also demonstrate complex survival strategies. Each nest is a microcosm of natural intelligence, combining architecture, protection, and ecological efficiency. Curiosities, behavior, and scientific impact weaver ants continue to astonish scientists and nature lovers. Some fascinating facts include using larvae as living tools. needles. One of the most unique traits of these ants is using their own larvae as living needles. Larvae secrete silk when manipulated by adults, functioning as if each individual in the colony were part of a collective construction system, an extraordinary example of biomechanical cooperation in the animal kingdom. Highly organized task division. Each ant has a specific role. Some cut and position leaves, others manipulate larvae, while the most experienced supervise construction. This social coordination ensures maximum efficiency and minimizes energy and material waste. Adaptation to environmental changes. If the nest is damaged, the colony can rebuild it quickly. This resilient behavior shows ongoing evolutionary adaptation, essential for survival in often unstable tropical environments. Scientific and educational impact. Researchers study weaver ants to understand natural architecture, social cooperation, and biological engineering. Studying these nests has inspired engineering and robotics designs, where lightweight and flexible materials need to be joined strongly. Ecological interaction. Besides protecting the colony, suspended nests provide microhabitats for small insects and fungi, contributing to local biodiversity. The presence of these ants influences the health of treetops, showing that they play a much larger ecological role than one might imagine. Behavioral curiosities. Scout ants may travel dozens of meters to find suitable leaves. They communicate using pheromones and touch, ensuring all parts of the construction are synchronized. Some species adjust silk tension depending on leaf age and nest position, showing an almost architectural sense. In summary, weaver ants are master artisans of the insect world, combining collective intelligence, manual skill, and environmental adaptation. Their nests are not just physical structures, but true laboratories of natural engineering, inspiring scientists and continually teaching us about the complexity of life. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.